I've never seen the likes of which a drama has totally destroyed and burned a man alive. 103,000 lost in one day. I've never seen anything like it, and we may never see anything of the likes of which again.
James Charles is in a career crisis right now, and the controversy surrounding him shows no signs of slowing down.
There's so much going on with James Charles right now that I do not support, that I do not agree with.
James Charles, the biggest oopsie of 2019.
This is like nothing we've ever seen before. Since Friday, James Charles, easily one of the largest creators on this or many other platforms, he has lost almost, and by the time this video goes up, may have lost more than 3 million subscribers.
The makeup artist my daughter's in love with, she watches this makeup on YouTube, and now he's been canceled.
I've never seen anything like it, and we may never see anything of the likes of which again. Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Experience. I want to give my biggest congratulations possible to James Charles for being the all-time sub-loss champion. The coveted title and crown goes to James Charles. And my condolences to Pro Jared, who held it only for like 2 minutes. As I was live last week doing this podcast, not only did he lose the sub-loss championship, but he embarrassed me in the process, okay? Whatever the drama he's been through, he embarrassed me. That's the worst crime imaginable. Because during that podcast, we're like, wow, we will never see the likes of which again. Literally 2 minutes later, James Charles had to come dunk on him and lost like...
$1 million.
Over $1 million. Well over $1 million in one day. So fantastic, beautiful. Shout out to both of them. This was a really exciting Drama Olympics 2019 that I'm very excited, very happy to bring to you guys today on this Blessed Friday. Thank you to our sponsors, Honey, Quip, and Stitch Fix. And now let us get into the headline story here, James Charles. Boy, I've been following this one closer than I should. And I've spent so much time on this that it's embarrassing, and frankly, I wish I could get the time back. But that's not how time works, sadly. Time is finite, and we as humans can only spend it, one time. There's no refund on time.
One time at a time?
One time at a time, baby. So, but I've made a purchase with my time, and I bring to you the explanation of James Charles. Because when I first found it, most of these dramas, there's a clear cause... there's a clear cause and reason, and it's easy to understand. Logan Paul, Suicide Force. He went into Suicide Force and took pictures with a corpse. Okay, yeah, that's awful, Pro Jared, cheated on his wife, sent dick pics to underage girls. That guy sucks. James Charles was weird because the reaction was so strong.
The reaction was insane.
It was so severe. But it was so hard to understand what he did. And so myself and a lot of other people were just like, what the hell is going on here?
What am I missing?
Right. So I want to break it down. I want to explain it. I want to tell you what's going on. Now, the first thing I want to tell you guys is, what is tea and why has it spilled?
I love that.
Now, there's a expression in the beauty community. They call drama spilling tea.
Which is so much better than drama. Or exposing, or all the other words.
Spilling tea, you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
He was in it. She's in it. She's a drama queen, baby. Spilling that tea. I guess because it's like you're sitting there with a teacup, and it's like, oop, I spilled my tea, bitch. I'm going to kill you. Because another thing I learned is that I thought the commentary community was bad. These drama communities is cutthroat. These bitches kill. These bitches they slay. I mean, they are crazy. These girls are crazy. I actually think, dude, when girls fight, it's like nuclear, bro.
That's true. You don't want to mess with us.
Dude, like it's true. Commentary is like the guys' version.
Yeah.
And dudes tussle, but girls fucking kill. They are scary. And James Charles, he calls his community sisters. Hi, sister. Dude, we don't have a soundbite of that, do we?
Sisters.
Oh, good job. Yeah.
Hi, sisters.
Hi, sister.
Hi, sisters.
So here we go. Tati, by the way, since this has begun, Tati is the so-called mentor of James Charles, who was the one that who spilled the tea initially. She is his self-proclaimed mentor and also mother. He says he's a son to me. She kept saying throughout her initial video by sister. She's 37 years old. James Charles is 19. So there is kind of a maternal relationship there. What makes it all the more brutal when she decided to fucking bury him and tap dance on his grave. She decided to compost his body, dude. I wonder if all that makeup's biodegradable because she buried that mother effer. She gained 4 million subscribers since 7 days ago when this started.
Wow.
And James has lost 3 million. She went from like 5, actually, I think it must be more than 4 because she went from like 5 million subs to over 10 now.
So she took the 3 with some change.
Oh, yeah. She picked up a couple on the way with interest.
Yeah.
James has tumbled severely. So what the hell happened, okay? So Tati, she sells vitamins. She developed some vitamin for like skin
and
hair and nails.
Mm-hmm.
And James is a good friend of hers. And so James goes on his Instagram and he promotes one of her competitors.
Sugar Bear.
I also want to give a quick shout out to Sugar Bear Hair. I met their
try
team.
To lay this out chronologically. It starts with this video. This is what pissed her off. This channel is called, just for the record, Tea Spill.
Legend.
There's like a whole drama community, and they all have tea in the title. Tea Spill.
How
tea
much
time.
better is this than Drama Alert? Like as a name, the concept.
Yeah, it's more clever. They've thought about it a little more. But when I think of like tea time or spill the tea, I just think of this Kermit the Frog meme. You know, which I love, by the way. It's like this. This is spilling the tea. So good. So anyway.
Hi, sisters.
Hi, sisters. So she develops vitamins. She sells them. And so he worked with a competitor. Here's the video that started it all. The powder keg. Okay, can you not get me claimed here, please? Yeah, the tea. It's like, okay, it's
how long is this?
The tea.
Vitamins. You guys probably.
You know what's something interesting? I noticed that all these tea channels use the Yoshi theme song. And one, I don't know how they don't all get claimed. And two, how the hell did they all end up using the Yoshi theme song?
I met their team weekend.
I bet you none of them even play.
They really helped my friends out with sister security because it was crazy.
Nintendo's about to spill the tea on all this community. They claim all this shit.
But they just came out with brand new vegan.
Okay, actually, we should listen. I'm fucking.
It's not that interesting. You can just play it from here.
Ela.
Friends out with sister security because it was crazy. You guys
they helped him out with security.
About their iconic hair vitamins, but they just came out with brand new vegan sleep vitamins. And first of all, they taste so bomb. But most importantly, I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety recently, and it always comes late at night when I'm laying in bed thinking, which is not fun or fresh. So I've been taking these 30 minutes before bed, and they've been really, really helping. So if you guys want to check them out, you can swipe up.
Okay, so he basically promoted their sleeping vitamins.
So they helped him with security at Coachella for some reason. I guess he wasn't prepared for the madness that was going to happen there.
He should have been.
But then he did tag this as an ad too.
Yeah, I don't believe he wasn't paid because James Charles probably makes a lot of money for one of these spots. He says he wasn't paid. Whatever, it doesn't matter. He gave him a shout out. Whether he was paid or not doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But Sugar Bear Hair, I guess, they're super popular. Like these little gummy vitamins that everyone's fucking around with on Instagram. You chew it. Apparently makes your hair and nails better. Sounds like snake oil to me. Mm-hmm. Probably just a normal-ass vitamin that you can buy anywhere. Like a multivitamin that they rebrand.
They just branded it really geniusly. You know, it's like a gummy bear. It's got a cool package.
Right. But they charge like, and they're like, it's like $40. You get one per day.
Yeah.
You know? And then you have to keep buying it every month because you're like, oh, maybe it is working. but it's just a multivitamin. I think. What the fuck do I know? Anyway, that's it. So she got super upset. Yada, yada, yada. Why are all these people selling vitamins? I don't know. There's huge disclaimers on their website and Tati's website that says not evaluated by the FDA. I don't know what's Tati's credentials to be making vitamins.
I don't know anything about her. This is all new.
That whole industry is a grift, honestly. All of those vitamin things. That's why Alex Jones sells vitamins too. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know how much you need. It's like she has a kiwi vitamin. It's kiwi extract. I don't know.
I'll eat a kiwi.
Exactly.
It's probably healthier. So much here. I don't really see what's the big deal, even of selling the competitor. I mean, like, it's enough room and there's enough space in the world for everybody. I mean,
that was my initial feeling.
That big of a deal.
So
well, here I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Why don't I have a link to her video of her crying on Instagram?
It was in that video that you closed.
Oh, fuck. Tea time, dude. They did their research.
I also want to give a quick shout out to Sugar Bear Hair. I met their team weekend one at Coachella.
How she reacted
really helped me and my friends out with sister security because
so
it was
right
crazy.
afterwards, she's posted this video on Instagram.
I feel really lost, and I feel in my community especially, like, I feel really lonely. And through this whole journey of YouTube, I feel like I have been someone who's been super supportive to my friends, and it's been really crap to feel like, not that you should do things to get support, but like, you know, friends should support one another. That's how it should be. And, you know, I'm having one of those days where it's like smacked in my face of what's what, and having to take a look at things and realize what they are and not wanting to realize what they are. When you do so much for people in your life and they not only don't return the favor, but they just don't even see you. Like, I get it. I fucking get it. I'm just so upset. I feel really used, and that's the bad part of Hollywood. Welcome to business.
You too.
Everybody says
Don't
what
flatter
they need
yourself.
to say and uses who they need to use to get ahead, and I have had about enough.
Okay, so here she's talking. This is in response to James promoting the gummy bear vitamin. It seems like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not in it, but it seems like a lot to, again, there's enough space in the whole world for.
Yeah.
Also, he promoted their sleeping vitamin. He didn't promote their hair vitamin.
Right.
So, but she doesn't sell it. Her beauty product is called Halo Beauty, I believe.
But the thing is that to make a video of you crying like that, it's... What?
What's up with this photo?
There's something weird going
on. There's something going on here. But okay, this is her website. She makes these supplements. One is a hair, skin, and nail booster, and the other was kiwi skin booster. So it's $30 and $40. It's a month's supply. You keep buying them. Right down here it says, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Our product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any disease. The nutritional information expressed by Halo Beauty is not intended as a substitute for medical advice. If you are pregnant, or what the hell?
But I don't know if this is like a normal thing that you'll find on anything.
Well, yeah. Any
disclaimer.
Yeah, any snake oil.
I think most multivitamins aren't evaluated. Like, I think this is pretty standard. Like, if you go into GNC, like all the shit they sell in there is going to have the same warning label.
Well, regardless, it's just a vitamin.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, anyway, I don't know if I should wait for you to keep presenting what happened.
Sure. Let's keep going. You can jump in. So she is upset. She goes. People suspect that it's in response to him, and then he actually, I guess, confirming it. She said, everybody says what they need to say and uses who they need to use, and I've had enough. It's not right. So James Charles, I guess, having realized that she was talking about him, posted a story. I guess she thought that wasn't juicy enough.
It was all in the stories.
Right. She went to the
shout out
stories.
too. The first
Right.
Rebecca
It all
that-
and Instagram stories. These are impermanent. These are not. This is like the least serious way to address anything. She says, I want to publicly apologize to my close friend Tati. She has been like a mother to me since the first days in this industry and has given me more love, support, and resources and advice than I could ever ask. What do you call it when you kill your own child? Infanticide?
Infanticide.
Infanticide.
Yeah.
This is straight up infanticide. This weekend I did an Instagram story for a sleeping vitamin that I've been taking because the brand helped me with security when the crowd around me at Coachella became unsafe. I did not accept any money for the post. As you know, Tati has a vitamin brand they take on a daily basis, but in the moment, I did not think about the competition, which was a major oversight. I have supported Tati both online and offline like she has done for me, and I am devastated that I hurt someone that I truly love and have endless respect for. Seems fine.
Yeah.
I saw people were mad that he didn't mention her company by name. I don't understand why people care that much. Do you not understand that you're all being grifted? Like, she's just selling you
Things like-
vitamins for $40.
You can't be so insecure about your company. Like,
Right.
if the product is good, it will perform, you know?
Right.
And a little tiny shout out would be enough. You don't have to, like, squeeze your friends for, like, hey, the shout out wasn't good enough.
It's like a jealous girlfriend who, like,
Yeah.
doesn't let you, like, talk to other women ever. You can't talk about that. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, is that I just don't understand why she's so insecure about her product. Essentially, yeah, like you said, Hila. But again, I mean, everybody has Tati's back. I'm going to warn you all right now. I am critical of Tati. And so if that's too much for you, I think I lay it out. I've got some good, compelling arguments here. I would like you to listen and not abandon ship, okay? I'm not a Tati hater. I'm just an objective outsider that doesn't know anything about either of these two creators, and I'm giving you my 2 cents because that's what I do. Because this show's called My 2 Cents. Isn't it?
No.
Oh, My 2 Cents with Ethan Klein? I'm changing the name.
Okay.
My 2 cents. Or if I'm not the Pope. So, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, this leads to her explosive video called Bye Sister, which is a 40-minute long rant about James Charles, where she goes on... well, here's her main points. I mean, it's a long mother effing video, boy. I watched this video 40 minutes long. Dude, oh, man, it's hard to listen to. I'm not going to lie.
Apparently, she made it also because someone else kind of publicly said that she shouldn't have made the Instagram story, or I don't even know.
There was another beauty queen friend of James, I guess, I don't know, who had called her out being like, bitch, don't you go on Instagram crying, bitch. And like, because they're all insane, cutthroat, crazy. They've all got poison tipped daggers. And so she's like, oh, I'm not having my name dragged. Bitch, I made you and I will destroy you, Tati said in her mind. And so she went off. Yes, queen.
Hi, sisters.
Bye, sisters.
Hi, sisters.
So, in short, she basically is mad that he promoted her competitor. She thinks he's a douche. She thinks he's immature. And he has a history of pursuing straight men too aggressively. Those were her main grievances. But she goes in pretty deep. Like, she talks about how she went to dinner with his family, and she was talking about how he was talking super inappropriately about like blowjobs and sexual stuff in front of his own mom and dad, and that they were uncomfortable. But I was like, when I heard that, I'm like, dude, that's a private moment between his family, and you were there as a guest. I don't really think that that's a fair...
And also, it's like you're choosing to surround yourself with these people. If you don't like him, why are you hanging out with him?
Well,
why?
Her point is that he got progressively worse as he became more famous.
Okay. So...
This is Bye Sister.
Bye Sister privately.
Yeah.
Like, why...
I think just to
you know what?
keep us factual about this, I believe it was her birthday party. So
No. That's two separate events.
Oh, that was a different incident?
Yes.
Okay.
So her birthday party, that was when he was hitting on the waiter, and she had to apologize, call everyone the next day and apologize. This was a separate event when she was eating dinner, visiting with his parents. She went over to his house, his parents' house, and met his parents, and then used that against him.
Yikes.
That's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was at her parents' house, but either way,
I remember she was like, it was a big deal that she was
parents.
going to meet his parents. So that rubbed me wrong, to be honest with you. There was other really...
Well, to me, it's like you're 37 and he's 19. He's a kid who got famous really quickly and super rich, and he's a kid, so he's gonna do stupid shit. And you're 37, and you're obviously way more mature than him.
Supposedly.
Should be. So, yeah, maybe you shouldn't hang out with him because he's gonna do dumb shit that you're like way past, you know?
Right. Right. I mean, and then, so that's something really important to bear in mind is that she's 37, he's just turned 19, and so, and they are always both talking about that he's a mother, she's a child, and, you know, so that relationship really, for me, makes this even worse for her, because if she really has this maternal instinct for him, it's so fucked up that she, like, her goal is to destroy him, because she airs every grievance, everything. She goes all out and like stuff like private shit, like meeting his parents and saying he was inappropriate. I mean, there was other stuff I can't recall that rubbed me wrong, but I have I have a list here of stuff. I'm gonna start.
James
This is how the video
to,
starts, and from the beginning it rubbed me wrong, and I'll tell you why. She starts by showing pretty much a compilation of times she shouted him out and helped him. That's how the video opens. I'm gonna play it for you now.
James is here to do my bridal makeup, which is what I am wearing right now. I just wanted to congratulate you on almost 1 million on Instagram. I want to say huge congratulations to James Charles. If you have not checked his channel out on YouTube and you want to be inspired, he's a freaking teenager and he's like a genius with makeup. James Charles is the face of their holiday collection. And I saw
By the way, I remember what I wanted to say is that she goes in her video, she's like, he's so immature. You know, when I met him, he was kind of immature, but I was hoping he would grow up along the way, but I could see he hasn't. So what she's saying is he was like 17 when I met him, and now he's 19 and he hasn't matured yet.
Yeah.
Hello? Do you listen to yourself? He's a child, dude. God.
do a really cool look.
I do want to say we're not here to just defend James.
I'm going in.
Yeah, we haven't expressed any opinion about him yet at all.
I'm going in on everybody because this is my 2 cents, and you know how we do. I'm just getting through the Tati part. Thank you. Trust me, I don't like either of these people. You're going to hear about it here on my 2 cents.
To try this palette. We are going to be taking a first look at the new Morphe palette. Hello.
So beautiful. I'm so scared.
Oh my gosh! Thank you. Like it?
It looks so gorgeous. Do you like it?
I love it. Sorry, James, I'm on to another Morphe palette, but you guys can still use code James for 10% off this one. I'm the friend that's encouraging you guys to use code James for 10% off of saving. You can use anybody's code. Use, James's code. Yes. I'm wearing my sister's apparel.
Yes. Okay. So she has compiled every time she's ever helped promote him. And the presumption, I guess, being that he has never reciprocated or not reciprocated enough. But again, the whole kind of premise of this video for me hinges on the fact that she's done so many nice things for him, and she's done it with the expectation that he would do her favors back. And so that's not really why we do favors, right? You shouldn't do favors with the expectation that they'll one day be returned. You're not the godfather. Or I guess in her case, she does think of herself as the godmother.
I almost feel like she saw it as an investment that didn't pay off.
Right.
It's like, ooh, this kid is blowing up. Once he pays it back to me, it's going to be huge.
Well, she collected her debt. She's the godmother. So that part already rubbed me wrong. It's like, okay, you're going to start by showing me all the nice things you've ever done for him. And then here, this part, she says, you should never minimize other people's pain, she says. Oh, Dan, I never got the clip from you.
Here, I'll give it to you right now.
Yeah, just put it in Discord. Or you can put it right here where it says source needed. So she contradicts herself in a really awful way, I think. She says... Let me show you. She says, you should never minimize people's pain as she defends herself.
My name, it really minimized my feelings. It's a horrible thing to tell a person like, hey, it's sunshiny outside. Don't feel bad about whatever you're going through. And I always like to tell people pain is pain. And yeah, at some point you have to feel it express it.
So her point, I guess she's defending herself against that one guy who's like, bitch, you shouldn't be making a video on Instagram crying. And she's saying, well, pain is pain. We all experience pain. If I'm feeling it, it's real, no matter how petty or stupid you think it is. Pain is pain, and you should never minimize someone else's suffering. She says that in an attempt to defend herself. But yet, later in the video, when she goes off on James, she says this, and let me quote you. It seems very...
And it's just really funny that we didn't end up collabing until it was in his favor. So he was popping off online about exposing the beauty community and doing a docu-series, and I was like, no. How entitled do you have to be to think that you have it rough? You are a 19-year-old millionaire.
Is that her minimizing his pain?
You do not get to wake up and, stress out about how unfair your job is. Like,
how are you going to tell him he doesn't get to wake up and stress out about how unfair his job is when you started the video by talking about pain is pain and how dare you minimize my pain? I mean, you're literally doing that.
She's also pointing out, she's saying you're 19 and a millionaire. Think about it for a second. That's got to be really, like, that messes with your head.
That's a source of great stress.
We always talk about, like, what would we have done if we got, our success at 19 and not, like, because we got it maybe at 29, not 19.
Right.
So, and I have no idea. I would have been cringy, probably.
Oh, my goodness. I was already cringy at 19. I didn't need money to fucking exacerbate the problem and, like, people worshiping me. You know what I mean? God, if only he had a mother figure to help him sort through his issues. She says she kept reaching out to sort to him, but he was unavailable. Whatever. So I'm going to fucking bury him. That's the solution? Yeah. Move on with your life. You're 37. Someone's got to grow up here.
To me, also, she keeps talking about how, like, there you go. This is the show business. People are here to get each other. And it's like, not necessarily. We meet a lot of people from our industry, whatever it is, that are nice, that are generous, that will help us. So you got to choose who you surround yourself with. If someone is being a douche or, you don't like their vibe, you just buy sister.
That's true. I would say 100% almost of all the people we've met have been really sweet, charitable.
Maybe once in a while you meet someone and you feel like, I felt used.
I'm not hanging out with that person
I feel like this person used me. But are you going to go and make a video about that?
Fuck no. Maybe I will now that I've seen the numbers she got. Who can I expose?
Spill the tea.
Yeah, who can I spill the tea on? I was thinking that. I was like, damn, who can I expose when I saw this? Shit. Expose Post Malone would be pretty hot. I have nothing to expose, but I'll make shit up. You know what I mean? I'll make shit up about him. Fucking lie about him for 40 million views. 50 million views. That would backfire on me. Everyone would abandon me. Post Malone made me drink Bud Lights, even though I don't like Bud Light. I like Bud Original. It'd be like the lamest shit. Yeah. He didn't have Bud Original, and I felt abused. Yeah. I find that stereotype about Hollywood so stupid. Like, everyone I know here in LA is fantastic.
It is what you make it.
And I've gone to these parties, right, where it's like these scenes and you see all these fake, lame-ass people.
Yeah.
And those are the last people I would want to hang out with because they're so transparent. They're so obvious. When you see girls in tight dresses just looking for a rich guy to fuck, it's like, hello, you are blind or stupid or in denial to not see that for what it is. And you see the guys cruising around with, like, Gucci shirts and Fendi trying to look like they're actually rich when they're not or whatever. It's like everything is so transparent and you're not a genius to spot it right when you see it. So, I mean,
you can surround yourself with whoever you want to be surrounded with. If you go to a party like that and you choose to go back, then okay, I guess you're into it.
You know what's the biggest signal that she's a phony? Look how many drawers she has.
Wow, so true.
What?
Bro, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5, 6 rows. 6 times 7.
And it feels like it goes forever.
So that's like 42 drawers just in sight. In the observable universe.
What is it for? Makeup? I've never seen that.
What the fuck? How do you even know what's in each drawer? Let's say, like, how What are you, a librarian? You're like, yeah. You don't need that many drawers. I'm gonna spill the tea on you, bitch. People are gonna be so mad. But you know I'm right. But that thing about saying don't minimize my pain and then saying that he doesn't have any right to complain because he's a nocturnal millionaire is total BS. And anyone who's watching this knows that I'm right. Now, I was listing all my grievances with Tati. And my other one is that she's got this big important video about James Charles, but she still happens to squeeze her Lincoln sloppily above the fold. Like her beauty link. I don't even remember if it was there in the beginning, if she just put it up after it started going like mega viral. It may have been there from the beginning. Not that it makes it better, but she knew it was going to get a ton of views. Halo before and after. This is the hardest video I've ever had to make. Halo before and after photos are here. Okay. Wow. That's convincing. What is it? Is it medicine? Is it some kind of trick? No, it's a vitamin, bro.
Before and after kiwi.
Now, I might be a cynical asshole. Or, I mean, I am a cynical asshole. That's not
in question.
Yeah. But what is in question is, can a multivitamin clear your skin? I don't think so. I don't. If it was that easy, dermatology wouldn't exist as a practice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But here you have it, one way or the other. You know? GetHalo.com or whatever. But she sloppily, throws that in there. And she spent a lot of time in this 40-minute video talking about her product, too, by the way.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, she's really plugging it.
And to me, it seemed like if there's anything really serious here to talk about, it was all the other stuff with James kind of like forcing himself on straight dudes.
Yeah, and I have compiled all of the evidence of that. But basically, I think what she didn't want to do is, I think she was strategic because she just wanted to open the lid enough to be like, oh, she went there.
Yeah.
But the accusations and the evidence is so circumstantial and unsubstantiated that it wouldn't be a good look for her to go into it. But she was like, well, at the waiter at the restaurant on my birthday, he was so inappropriate and he was so hitting on him, and you need to respect straight guys' sexuality and all that. Okay, fine. But that was the most serious claim. But to
me, at least.
Well, yeah, and I agree. There's a lot of serious stuff there that I'm going to explore thoroughly that we're going to get into when I'm done slamming on this Tati. Can I say ta-ta to Tati? Ta-ta, sisters. And then finally, she goes in, coincidentally, on James Charles right as people started turning on him. Like he was just started all of a sudden losing subscribers for 3 days before she decided, ooh, I'm going to make this video. People started getting angry at him because he was doing like a $600 VIP fan meetup, which is like the douchiest thing ever, obviously. And he also got invited to the Met Gala, which I guess a lot of people were angry about because they thought he wasn't worthy or that
because of how
Jeffree Star should have been there. Oh, right.
He wrote something
here. My first Met Gala. Thank you so much for YouTube for inviting me. Being invited to such an important event like the ball is such an honor and a step forward in the right direction for influencer representation in media. And I am so excited to be a catalyst.
Influencer? What?
So people got upset about that statement.
Yeah, influencer representation, like he's a marginalized group or something.
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, I wonder why people don't take YouTubers serious, James. Maybe you can tell me more about why people don't take YouTubers seriously. By the way, can you tell me more about your nipple holes here? Are those nipple holes, Ela?
They're not aligned with his nipples.
But but yeah, you're right. They're not even close. You got to work on your nipple game, Dag. Anyway, I don't know what's this outfit. I don't know. He's like
It was by a legitimate designer.
Everybody was dressed crazy.
So
what's with the bandana? He's like a gay crip.
I mean, if you're, it's a legitimate designer who put it together.
Alexander Wang.
Yeah.
Wang.
It's a Wang original.
Alexander Wang, the bold move on the gay crypt look. What's up, homie?
Hi, sisters.
James Charles be like, what's up, homie? So it seemed a little opportunistic. to be like, oh, now's the perfect time. People are ready to slam. She smelled blood in the water. And it's time for mommy to bury this baby. It's time for mommy to abort this fetus. Do you know what I'm saying? We're in the 9th term. We're in the 7th term, and it's time to abort this fetus. Yeah, this was a late-term abortion for sure on the part of Tati. Don't you agree? Yeah, Hila agrees. Tragic. Tragic loss of life.